offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First down, they go right back to Pierce.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
First and 10, it's Pierce. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like with the runner.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
11. Hey, can.
They begin with a run by Mixon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. T. Higgins, 67 yards.
And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And McPherson on for the extra point.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score, Bengals 21, Texans 7. Kevin McPherson to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, here's Pierce.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Mixon with a first down carry.
And he's got it down to the 28.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw.
He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
11 MT paint. 11 MT paint.
It's Mixon on the counter. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Jalen Petrie picks it off.
There he goes left side. The 30. 10. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD.
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only do they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way to the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Burrow. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Going for the deep ball. And this will be caught at the 30.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he?
Here we go.
I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. And this is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws,
Here we go.
but when you're hitting the bombs like those,
11 MT.
look out.
11 MT.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he is going to lose yardage here. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Burrow on play action. Touchdown!
T.
Higgins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
Bro, did you hear me at first with my headset in? I just want to know if this thing worked.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Another carry for Pierce.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why they've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Back to the ground with Pierce.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
On play action, Mills.
Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. So now 4th down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all if they went ahead and did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Darn right. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
On 1, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football.
He's going to air one out.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities.
Hold it, it don't meet the microphone.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
I don't like you not having no touchdown, Damian Pierce. We're in the third quarter. I don't like you having touchdowns and yards, okay? You got to get you a touchdown, brother. I love you, man.
They go again with Pierce. And so
shit, we almost had that one. Ain't like they can stop it.
He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
That's a strong running there as he's down just shy of Trey on the edge of the end zone.
Another big hitter there. This one's good for 18.
Again, left side for Pierce.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they run from the 22 to 19.
This drive is pretty clear. It feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Impose their will on the defense with 5 straight runs.
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd and 7, Mills. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
And he's getting knocked down just outside the 10.
Got 130 yards passing on the day, nigga. What you mean this bitch struggling? Nigga, what the fuck you mean it's struggling, dog?
Right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
For one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there on 2nd down.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he will maneuver his way down about the 7.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Going forward, Pierce.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th.
Got to trust our defense. You got to trust our defense, Bella.
Down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. The kick by Fairbairn is good.
8-point game. Got to trust our defense, though.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You generally your defense now and say, hey, we got Daddy there, we're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Let's get the ball back for us.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, that's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
Non-existent. And shout out to all running backs out there, bro. I heard they trying to slab running backs, man. What's going on, man?
And keep the ball away from their opponents.
Here we go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Burrow looking to pass. Got a man open. It's Chase. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got to get yardage out of that.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got to crush the downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try to loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to load that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 35. Now it's Burrow. And look at this. They get the turnover they need. It's intercepted.
Let's go. It's a lot of games.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you hope is that you figure it out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. And you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe bring your running back in to try and keep you clean.
Rifles, that's going to be intercepted. Cheetah Luzier with a pick. And the Bengals are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, his arm strength.
You better be glad I made a lot of mistakes, bruh, because you're not that good, Chief. I don't think you're ready for the all-man squad, because you're not that good.
The defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran it with a motion and able to make a big touchdown.
You're not that good, bro. I'm making a lot of mistakes.
Well, that wasn't exactly
This is why I don't play in points per reception fantasy league. Is that what they call receiver gets a point there? Yeah. And you went that far back. No bueno.
But I tell you what, I wish I had their defense on my fantasy game.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Burrow. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete.
I guess they figured the guy who was downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, trying to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up. The defense has to to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
Here we go with Burrow. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
11 Thomas. 11. 11.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 more there and another first down.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
11. 11 MT. Touchdown.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. This one hauled in by Sample. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 15-yard line.
11 MT. 11.
Now it's Burrow. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Bengals are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
I can't hear you, dog. I see you saying something, but I don't see you. I can't hear you. These motherfuckers don't work, man. Can you hear me? My headphones must not be working. It's all scrambling and shit. I can't hear you. Good game, bro. It's still gonna be a good game. I don't care if you try to score right now or not. Don't fuck around and get it picked off. Then I'll get a 2-point conversion.
And he's got it. And he gets halfway there from the 42.
Don't fuck around and get it picked off. I want you to. Let it happen then. Since he taking me for a scrub, Lord, and all the gamer gods around the world, man. All right, you better. Shit. I could have picked that bitch off and took it to the house.
And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
Son of a biscuit. Son of a biscuit.